Hey everyone, Ernie here, and welcome back to my channel. Here is James.
Hey Triflings, it's me James. Remember when he used to call you Triflings?
For that one video.
2 videos.
Then I started commenting on the video and I was like, you know what? You guys are not as trifling as I thought.
Yeah, because you show, what's that called? Engagement.
So we just finished watching Pokemon. What is the name of this movie?
Pokemon Secrets of the Jungle.
Yes, and we just want to let you know what happened in the movie as we remember it, kind of how James used to do it on your channel.
Yeah, before movie reviews started killing my algorithm. So now we're gonna do it on yours.
Mine, because whatever killed James' algorithm is coming to this channel.
And yes, before you say anything, these are my arms. I started lifting weights, as you can see. Oh, my shoulder.
You're like, I'm flexing too hard.
Oh, yeah, here we go. I'm too swole.
If you're wondering why we are in this setup, it's because we're actually in Palm Springs. This is gonna be basically our second home for like
a couple months.
Probably. So we're gonna be back and forth Vegas and Palm Springs. So yeah, just be used to this setup, this and our other regular setup.
Get used to seeing that floating orb in the mirror. That's the lamp above us.
Okay, so anyways, we have some snacks here.
We initially bought a popcorn maker so that we could eat popcorn while we did this, but then we realized there's a microwave here at this resort we're at, so this is gonna be what it is.
Alright, let's eat this like right on the microphone.
Okay.
Because this is gonna be an ASMR moment.
I haven't had a chili Frito in so long. What is it, Fritos Twist?
I'm not showing labels here.
Oh, that's fine. You can blur it. Gives you some extra.
I'm not monetized yet, so they don't care. But anyways, let's start off with how the movie starts. This is how I remember. We watched this movie like 3 days ago.
It's basically Pokemon does Disney's Tarzan.
Yep, that's what I got. That's exactly what I got at the beginning.
Disney gonna sue somebody.
It starts off with, I was also on my phone while I was watching this movie.
You were on your phone falling asleep. I had to relay the plot to you as I was also on my phone.
So basically, the movie starts with some baby just like in the jungle, like floating through a river in this little...
And like a Dragon Ball Z pod.
Also reminded me of like that Lady Gaga egg.
Yeah.
At the Grammys, was it the Grammys?
A little bit of that, yeah.
The red carpet. Yeah, he shows up and all of a sudden there's like monkey Pokemon? Monkey type Pokemon? I don't know, I haven't kept up with Pokemon since it first came out.
It was like a baboon inspired Pokemon with like big arm bracelets on his hands.
Yeah. So basically, he grabs his little baby, right? The baby's crying. Do you remember how he was crying?
I don't remember that at all.
He was basically going like, wah!
Right. And like, so he takes a little crying baby to like his big tree temple full of other Pokemon that wear too much jewelry and like things on their bracelets, like the Jocelyn Fox of monkeys girl.
Before we go on, we should probably just Google what the name of this Pokemon was.
Good idea. Let me see. Let's see. It is called... Zarude.
Zarude, yes, because they're rude.
Yes, and that one, what's it called? Real angry Zarude one. He was Zarude.
Mm-hmm.
And they kicked him out of the tribe for bringing a human into it.
So then what happens is the Zarude, the good one, Dada is what they call him later.
Yeah.
He raises this little baby into one of his own, basically convincing him that he's a Pokemon. What's the name of the main character? We should probably Google
Coco.
that too. Coco. Chanel. So the name of the main character is Coco, the little baby. So basically he got raised as a Pokemon. He thinks he's a Pokemon. Blah, blah, blah.
Not only that, like, the Zarude are basically the jungle, and they bully all the other Pokemon because they don't believe that, like, they want to guard their little tree of life. I'm remembering so much of the plot right now. And they're just like, don't you come near my spring of life or else we will kick the shit out of you. And they do. And so the good Zarude guy, Dada, he becomes like the vigilante of the jungle, but all the trifling Pokemon were like, we don't want nothing to do with you. Thanks for saving us, but no thanks.
But yeah, basically we're gonna skip around because I don't remember much after that.
I remember now.
Okay, go ahead.
Big mean Zarude guy chases Coco. They have like a big knockout, drag out fight and they're getting chased. Coco falls into a spring and gets washed away because he was trying to heal a Pokemon and their little healing spring. And he's like, don't you bring that thing into my water. Don't dirty up my water with your dirty Pokemon.
Ooh.
And they get into a fight. and he falls into the water and then ends up
Oh
on the shore.
yeah, I remember now. There's Zarude, the real rude one, try to attack this human because he hates him so much. He's a human.
It's like, I hate him so much. You don't know what his deal is. You just really don't like her.
Yep, and then one of the things he still another ass jumps in and saves Coco, and then Coco wakes up and is like, oh my god, I think I'm in love. Basically is what I got from it.
It was a little bit of that. You know what I think it is? I think what had happened is that the real Zarude guy must have been like a jealous ex-lover. And he's just, anyone that gets in the way of him and his ex is just like, he hates them.
Ooh.
Even if it's his own kid. He's like, I don't
twist.
like you. You took him away from me. I'm adding to it. That's the subtext I got. The underlying subtext.
And then basically the whole time when Coco and Ash meet up, Ash finds out that Coco can speak to Pikachu.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm like, wait, so can you? It's like somehow Pikachu understands everything Ash says.
There was a lot of things people suddenly forgot they could do in this movie, which is very convenient to the plot. Also, Coco wakes up in that Pokemon Center and acts a fool. He's jumping on walls. He's climbing on this furniture.
He don't know what he's doing. And meanwhile, Team Rocket is undercover with some wigs on. Jessie has a nice little updo. James has like a slick back, and Meowth has a bob wig on.
Yeah. Full on Anna Wintour bob wig going on. It is everything.
I know. And he stayed in that wig throughout the whole movie. I was impressed.
I think even Wobbuffet had a wig on.
Oh my god, Wobbuffet was I forgot. The Wobbuffet erasure out of my mind.
Yeah, they are infiltrating an evil environmentalist group that we don't know they're evil just yet. But they give off those vibes of being evil because it's a kids show and they don't leave anything, to be discovered. It was pretty obvious. But they're in search of the spring of life or something, or the tree of life. There's a lot going on. They're in search of something.
They're in search of something that they're going to use on research to help so many people. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. It was not interesting. But then what happened is
Coco wakes up and he's in the real world now. And he is just amazed that, these people are friends with their Pokemon, but
because back in the jungle they taught him that humans and Pokemon cannot be friends or something like that.
Something like that, but they never told him he was human.
Yeah. Oh, basically we brought out Team Rocket and forgot what they were doing. They were basically trying to. Yeah, they were.
The problem was they got intrigued with this little environmentalist group because there's a secret door that's locked, and they want to know why that door is locked.
They're nosy as hell.
They're just that door is locked, and we want to know. You want to know why? Why is this door locked? And that's essentially what they have to do this movie.
Yeah, that's basically all they do.
That's their stuff. That's their thing.
So basically, I don't remember much after that. I just remember it was a cute little watch. This movie kind of reminded me of every other Pokemon movie, but it kind of always reminded me of the Mewtwo movie, the first one, where Zarude Dada is all-knowing and profound, and I'm just like, why?
When the plot requires him to be, he got a little stupid.
Yeah, he was kind of dumb.
And again, Ash was also annoying me. There was a battle scene.
Oh, okay. So let's just skip ahead a lot of steps because a lot of the in-betweens was kind of meh.
There's a lot of filler going on here.
We're but it was a cute watch. If you're bored, just watch it. But basically, let's skip to the end. Okay, let's get near to the end.
Environmentalist guy with the glasses turns out is evil, and Coco's parents were actually researchers that had this project before.
Yep.
And Miss Thing ran them off the road.
Yep.
In a very violent chase on.
Yep. I was like, when did Pokemon get so violent? I know there was explosions all the time, but for this time, because it turns out they go into the lab, and then Coco gets remembered because in that lab they had a picture of their parents and the little baby.
No, it was inside the room Team Rocket finally got in.
Mm-hmm. And then
it was in the files. But then I don't know how Coco ended up discovering this unless guy with the glasses was lamenting this to them as he was in a machine.
Yep. So basically what happened is guy with the glasses, the guy turns out to be evil, which is oh my god, Adam or something. I forgot what his real name is. Let's just say Coco's real name's Adam. I don't remember. Adam. They're oh my god, that must be Adam. And then they're oh my god, let me help you. And when he tries to give him a hug, he puts a tracker right on his shoulder. So then when they leave, they went back to the little tree or whatever of life. And then that's how they traced them, and that's how they found that little tree of life or whatever it's called. And then I was like, wow, this whole time all you had to do was just walk into the forest.
Yeah, that whole time.
Because they literally didn't walk that much to find it.
To be fair, this life-shattering information about their dead researchers was just behind a locked door.
Mhm.
So clearly, this whole operation wasn't like operating on a whole lot of smart minds here.
Yeah, and basically when they get there with a big old machine that's knocking down trees and everything, not caring if they're stepping on Pokemon or whatever. And then, no, Team Rocket actually finds out once they broke into the room and got into the little computer because they were nosy as hell. We're just trying to snoop. I get you. You got some voyeur fetish, Team Rocket.
They just don't like locked doors. There's something hidden behind there. And at this point, it's like, what, 20 years they still are chasing after that same ass Pikachu? How are they still employed? How do they still have a job?
I'm pretty sure
they've advanced in Team Rocket. They've got new uniforms. How are they still employed? And what level is Pikachu at this point?
Right? Oh, that's the AC.
Yeah.
But anyways, they hack into the science computer and here's a video journal confessing to basically killing the parents in a brutal way.
The most dramatic video confession ever. She was slamming things. She was monologuing to the camera. She gave you the full.
Oh my god. So basically, I'm not going to mention any names, but there's like a YouTuber here that just throws tantrums after he does a mukbang. So basically that kind of like reaction. After doing that, they go into a little montage, a little flashback of what happened. So he started chasing him down, and they're going a little car chase in the cars in the forest or in the jungle. And then out of nowhere, he just like steers them off the road, and the car just flips down.
Yeah.
And then there's a big old explosion.
And we're like, family like partly burnt, crawling and like, forgive me, and pushing the baby into the river
with that little egg Lady Gaga pod that they have going on.
It was violent.
And after the baby goes away, there's a final explosion and they die. And then basically Scientist Guy wanted to take over because he really wanted to get that spring water or whatever that is. For reasons, because they could help so many people. And then Coco's parents were like, no, the Pokemon, they love this place.
And essentially his whole reason for turning heel was just like, but we've worked for so long. Didn't say how long. We've worked for so long on this. We finally got close to it, and now you want to end it all?
He probably was a new hire and was just like, worked in 5 minutes, like...
He's just like, I'm not losing this health insurance. You gotta die.
So then, okay, now, I know we jumped around a lot, but now we're back. Now we're in the main battle. In the jungle. The big old machines there. And out of nowhere, Ash, I'm like, girl, you have like 20 plus years of experience now.
You have like 34 badges. Like, how many badges do you have? And I'm sitting here making calls in the back seat.
Oh my god. When we were watching this together, we were like, oh my god, Ash is acting so useless right now. And James was like, I bet you he's gonna be like, Pikachu, quick attack. And a second later, Ash is like, Pikachu, quick attack to this big old machine.
I was like, you got a Pikachu that knows Thunderbolt that stopped it 5 minutes before.
And now you forgot about that.
And you're like, no. Use Quick Attack.
Right, you have Thunder, Thunderbolt, like so many Thunder moves, Iron Tail, oh my god.
I'm convinced Ash is just the person that likes negging, because he fully knew he could have solved all of this and wanted Coco to figure it out. And Pikachu is fully like on autopilot this whole time.
Right?
He sat back and watched the whole battle.
Pikachu's like, girl, call me when you need me.
This is not my problem. It's like, this is like the 90th time you asked me to bail somebody out of problems that are not mine. I'm over it.
Pikachu's like, I'm done. And then, so it all happens, and then all the Pokemon end up getting together to defeat the machine. Dada comes back after he got injured earlier on by the big machine, like punched him and they left him a big old bruise here or whatever.
Not only that, Dada established earlier that he has this really intense healing power that comes from the energy of the jungle that can heal Pokemon.
All you have to do is just ask the jungle. So like, hey girl, can I borrow some of your powers?
Yeah, so like Dada gets severely wounded, mortally wounded you would say, and he throws him into the water, but since they already drilled a hole in the tree, it basically like they hit the off switch on it. So Coco is there with Dada, just like, I can make it happen. I will summon the powers. And they're like, you can't do that. You ain't no Pokemon. They're like, I'm gonna do it. It was very like Selena when she's about to get on stage. And he's like, you can't go on stage. People are getting crushed by the crowds. She's like, I can do it, Dad.
That is very
That's my favorite. The girl's like, ah.
Oh my god, whoever watches the actual movie, they're gonna see our little Rise and Remember It and see that we're all over the place.
What was this movie?
So yeah, Coco ends up, like, after his dada is hurt, gathering the powers of the jungle and like healing him back. So I'm like, what kind of... And I thought I was watching Dragon Ball Z for like a little bit.
I mean, they've established that like magical powers exist in this universe. Like, they had psychics, for fuck's sake.
Oh, you're right.
It's not too far-fetched, but it is a little weird how they kind of play, long and short with what's actually possible in this universe. It's convenient.
After that, Dada comes back. They have a whole speech about how Dada wants Coco to run away because he wants to protect them. And Coco's like, nah, I'm gonna fight, That's when all the Pokemon get together to start fighting this thing. Then it turns out that all of a sudden, the whole lab is not evil. Just that one guy. Everybody's like, we're gonna help protect you. We'll rebuild the forest.
No, we're so sorry about Dave. We hate that guy.
Right.
We're not gonna do anything useful to help you or call out our own Pokemon, but y'all, we got our support from the sidelines.
Like, they pushed him under the bus like that.
Like that. Same energy. They're like, we're not losing our health insurance. This has to be around soon.
So yeah, and it turns out they all team up, and then they have the root Zarude comes and helps, and just becomes part of the team. He's a team player now. It just took him a little bit to get there.
The way they win is one of the good scientists in the darkest hour could have said this, 5 minutes, like 10, 25 minutes into this battle. By the way to shut off the big monster is to hit the button on the back.
Mm-hmm. You basically have to destroy the back. And like,
so the off switches in the back.
So yeah, then Zarude just starts swinging on vines or whatever, and basically just tosses Pikachu around like a football. And then
they're hot potatoing that Pikachu everywhere.
And then that's when finally Ash comes to his senses and was like, Pikachu, Iron Tail, and then like saws through this machine. Like, but Pikachu had the power to saw through this big old machine just like that.
They did the same thing to get out of, basically when they got captured and tied up in spider webs and they're in the back of that truck. They used the same move to get out of that.
But Ash was like, I'm not thinking, girl.
Ash got amnesia. He's got plot amnesia. Whenever the plot calls for it, he'll suddenly lose all his memory.
So yeah, that's how they destroy the big old machine. And then Scientist guy decides, oh no, girl, I cannot end like this. I'm about to go
She was about to jump into the river.
I can't say the word on YouTube, but you know what he was gonna do. He was gonna be like, I no longer wanna be in this Pokemon world. But as soon as he was gonna do that, Coco was like, I'm here to save you, girl. But at first, like, everybody's like, oh my god, he's angry. He's gonna go attack and hurt him. But no, he saved them and just left them hanging there over the river. Didn't get no closure to what happened there. Yeah,
no Officer Jenny ever showed up or anything, so we're just left to assume.
After that, Coco wants to go on his own adventure. And then they have a little heartfelt moment with Dada, and Dada just acts all like macho, like, do whatever you want. And Coco's like, whatever, I will. And basically, every piece is restored back in the jungle. They put like a rock in the middle of the tree so the water doesn't fall off.
Essentially like duct taping it shut, like, do not move this rock or it's gonna some shit up.
You just duct tape it.
Do not remove rock at any time.
So then Coco's just like, alright, peace. I'm going on my own adventure now, y'all. Catches up to Ash, and did Ash think he was gonna go with him?
He fully had him coming along, like he led him to believe that like they were gonna go along together, and then they just didn't.
Yeah, Coco was like, I'm gonna go on my own adventure. Oh, you thought I had a crush on you? No, I don't.
It turns out I'm gonna go into this world, this bigger world without you in it, and find me somebody even more interesting than you, Ash, because you only won like what, 2 of these Pokemon leagues. I need a real champion.
Yep, and then it just ends with this little fairy Pokemon, I don't know. Apparently if it comes back to the jungle's at peace. I don't know. I'm telling you, I stopped watching Pokemon after the first season.
This movie had a lot of sidekick problems. There were a lot of little sidekicks showing up.
The progressive part of this movie was...
They revealed to us that Coco is part human and part Pokemon.
Yep, so he identifies, he's like, at the end he's like, I'm Coco, and I am human and also a Pokemon. Or he'd say, I'm Coco, I'm Pokemon.
You better work, bitch.
And also human? I was like, okay, come on, non-binary.
You better work,
so is this like the non-binary of Pokemon world?
I feel like it could be. It's progress. I don't know what kind of progress, but I'm happy for it.
They better work.
Coco, you better work.
And yep, that's it. That's the movie. So if you watch this movie or watch the movie, you're gonna realize how we didn't really explain it well.
The gist of it. You probably have a lot more fun watching this than you will anything else. I did love at the end though, where like he's like saying he's gonna go along with Ash in this adventure, and like Ash does the like complete switch around. And I was like, y'all didn't really think I was gonna let this little jungle boy run with me.
For real. Oh my god.
That fish out of water shit that got old so fast.
Ash was like, nope, and Pikachu was like, girl, I got enough to deal with Ash. Forget and stuff.
And he was like, I bet this motherfucker don't even know how to use a toilet. He is not coming with us.
I forgot about that. He probably doesn't. He's probably just like, hold on, let me just.
Oh, he says pop a squat in the middle of the street and embarrass you, girl? No.
Yeah, this was Pokemon. The what? Something.
The Secret of the Jungle.
The Secret of the Jungle. This was our movies and snack episode. Let us know if you want us to do this more often, or if we're just too much of a mess to do this again. But
if you didn't like it, just don't say anything.
Yeah,
hit that dislike button twice.
2 times.
This was As We Remember It, and until next time.
Oh yeah, wait. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, deuces.